You've probably been asking the wrong decluttering question. Stop asking, should I keep this? Start asking, do I use this regularly? Do I love this current? And would I buy this again today? Every item has to earn a place in your home. If you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed by clutter, follow for realistic decluttering. I'm going to teach you how to declutter using these 3 questions I ask every client. Question number 1, does this make my day easier or harder? Let's use this water bottle for example. Make a day easier. Yes, I remember to drink water. I use it all the time. Question number 2, I move this around more than I actually use it. Let's look at this basket. Every time I clean, I move this from one spot to another, but I never actually use it. That's a sign it's probably just taking up space. Oh, sir, is this taking up space something else that I need more? This old coffee mug. I don't reach for it. In case I need to let it go because I'm not using it.
You keep ending up with piles of mail all over the counter. Here's what I do as a professional organizer. Hi, I'm Taya, professional organizer and owner of Just Organized by Taya Home Organization. When you grab your mail, before you even walk in the house, toss every ad, flyer, and coupon. There's junk mail right in here. Don't even let junk mail enter the house, ever. Then whatever's left, bills, letters, actual mail, give it a small bin. This is your built-in maintenance system. When it fills up, this is your cue. It's time to sort. Tiny system, huge impacts. Follow for more ADHD-friendly habits that actually last.
You're ready to get rid of stuff that you no longer need. You're ready to get your house back. I get that, and I understand. I'm Taya, and I'm a professional organizer, and this is what I've been helping my clients to do in their homes for the last decade. Get your little notepad, and I want you to write down what's going on in the space that you want to feel different. What's happening in there? Are you mad at your partner because their stuff is all over the place, and you're sick and tired of it? If any of that is what you're feeling, I want you to know that that's completely normal, actually causing the clutter to show up. What are the problems that we're having? And once you get all that down on a piece of paper and you're able to see what the problems are, I want you to also spend some time thinking about what you want to be better. If there's a particular space in your home, really get honest with yourself. How do you see the space looking? How would you like it to feel? How would you like it to look? How would you like that space to work for your children? How would you like that space to look when you have company over? The more clarity you have on what you want going forward, the easier it is to buckle in and move forward with the goals that you have for the space. To change kind of your mindset a little bit.
You don't have to keep every item to keep that memory. In fact, when you keep everything, it makes everything that you keep that less important. Because not everything can't be important. Keep the memory. The people, the moments, the love, those live in you, not in the object. Here are 10 things organized people don't tolerate in their home. Expired medication. If something has expired, you're just taking up valuable real estate. 2, toiletries you're not going to use. Never-ending pile of shopping bags and plastic bags. Keep what you can actually use and let go of the rest. Recycle them. It's just in case boxes. There's no need to be keeping iPhone boxes. Number 5, mystery cords. You don't even know what all of those cords go to. Broken electronics. Honestly, right now, is it even worth your time? Kitchen gadgets that you never reach for. Donations. Always have a plan of exit. Tupperware without the matching lid. That is an easy get rid of it. Number 10, they do not hold on to things simply because they feel guilty when they know they don't use them.